Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to continue to talk about the equation of the lines and the slope of the lines, and we will solve some problems about that topics. For the first question that we are going to solve, we have two sets of points with the coordinates 1 and k, 2 and 5. These 2 points are located on line A, right? And we have 2 other points, 3, 5, 4, 7, that are located on line B. We want to find the value of k such that lines A and B be parallel. Okay, we have talked about that before. In order for the 2 lines to be parallel, the slope of the 2 lines need to be the same. Okay. So for line A, we find the slope using these 2 points. We know that the slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? This is first, and this is the second point. From this, MA, the slope of line A is y2 minus y1, 5 minus k, x2 minus x1, 2 minus 1. This is 5 minus k over 1, or 5 minus k. For the line, second line, line B, we have these 2 points. Then slope of line B equals y2 minus y1, or 7 minus 5, over x2 minus x1, or 4 minus 3. It would be 2, right? In order for these 2 lines to be parallel, MA needs to be equal to MB. Then 5 minus k needs to be equal to 2. If we solve this equation, k is going to be 3. So if we choose k equal to 3, then the 2 lines A and B will be parallel. Let's look at the second question. What is the slope of the line given with this equation? From the previous videos, you remember that in order to find the slope, we have to transform this equation to the standard line equation. What is the standard line equation? Standard line equation is in the form of y equals mx plus b, right? So we have to find y in terms of x. Okay, so I have 4x minus 3y plus 10 is 0. I take 3y to the other side, then 3y equals 4x plus 10. Then I have to divide both sides by 3 in order to get rid of this 3. Y is 4 over 3x plus 10 over 3, right? So this is a standard line equation. From this standard equation, you can say that the slope of the line is 4 over 3. That's what's been asked from us. So m, the slope of the line is 4 over 3, and this is a positive integer. That means it's a rising line, right? Rising, I don't know. Now we want to understand how we can find the equation of the line using 2 related points. So in this case, 2 points on the line are given. So these are given information, right? We want to find the equation of the line. How do we do that? If we know that m, or slope of the line, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? Then we found m. We need to find the y-intercept as well. In order to find the y-intercept, you can use one of these example points to find the y-intercept. Let's see an example to understand how we do that. What is the equation of the line connecting points -3, 3, and -5, -3? Okay, so this is x1 and y1. This is x2 and y2, right? First of all, we find the slope. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 is -3 minus y1 -3. X2 is -5 minus x1 is -3 is +3. Then it would be -6 over -2, which is 3. So this is the slope of the line. Then we can write the equation of the line as y equals to 3x plus b. What is this 3? This 3 is the slope that we found here, right? mx plus b. Now we don't know what the value of b is. In order to find the b, we can use one of these lines, points, let's say this point, and replace this point inside the equation. Y means 3 equals 3x. X is -3 plus b. Now here we have only one unknown, b, so we can find it, right? So from here, b equals, if we take this term to the other side, it is -9. When it goes to the other side, it becomes +9, right? So it would be 3 plus 9 is 12. Then b is 12. Now we have the equation of the line, right? Y equals 3x plus b. b is 12. So we found the equation of the line using two related points. Okay. Let's move on. Now I want to talk about the slope of vertical and horizontal lines. What does a horizontal line equation look like? Horizontal line means y equals a constant number. When you have an equation of the line like y equals a constant number, this is a horizontal line. And when you have x equals a constant number, it is a vertical line. So if you look here, this is our coordinate system, y-axis, x-axis. If you look at this line, any point on this line, if you choose, it's y equals 2, right? So this line is represented by this equation, y equals 2. But if you look at the vertical lines, any point on these vertical lines, if you choose, the x is a constant number. For example, on this one, x is 1. On this line, x is 2. Obviously, for a horizontal line, it doesn't have a slope, so the slope is 0. But for a vertical line, its slope is so high, and we show it with this sign, infinity sign. In other words, the slope of a vertical line is infinity. Let's look at an example. What is the equation of the line connecting these 2 points? Again, we have 2 points. We want to find the equation of the line. The equation of a standard line is y equals mx plus b, right? We have to find m. m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this was the equation. When we had 2 related points on the line, we could use this one in order to find the slope. Okay, y2 means 2 minus y1, 3 over x2 minus 3 minus minus 3. So it equals 2 minus 3 over 0. When we have a division over 0, you know that this equals infinity, or any division over 0, we write it as an infinity. So you can see that the slope of this line is infinity. That means this is a vertical line, right? Vertical line. What does the equation of a vertical line look like? here you can see vertical line equation is something like x equals to k, right? So the equation of this line should be x equal to k. But what is k? If you look at the example points given, you can see that both of them have x equal to minus 3. So we can understand that x equals minus 3 all the time on this line. So this is the equation of the vertical line that this question is asking for. So the important point to remember from this topic here is that if you have a vertical line, the slope is infinity. If you have a horizontal line, the slope is 0. Now we are going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. If you have line A with equation y equals mx plus b, and line B with the equation y equals m prime x plus b prime, these are two separate lines. In order to do these two separate lines to be parallel, I have talked about this before, if the slopes of the two lines are equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other, right? So if you see two standard line equations in which m's are equal, the two lines would be parallel. But in order for the two lines to be perpendicular, you need to have m multiplied by m prime equal to minus 1. If you have this, then the two lines are perpendicular. Let's look at an example. Determine the equation of a line that is perpendicular to this line and has the same y-intercept. Okay, let's say the line that is the question is asking for has the equation of y equals mx plus b. First of all, here in the question it says that the new line should have the same y-intercept as this line. What is the y-intercept of this line? The y-intercept of this line is 1, right? So here b is 1 because it should be equal to the given line, mx plus 1. Now we have to find the value of m. How do we find that? It says that this line should be perpendicular to this line. From the information that I gave you here, if two lines are perpendicular, their slopes, if you multiply their slopes, the result should be minus 1. So I multiplied the slope of this line, m, by the slope of this line, 3. It should be minus 1. From this you can see that m equals minus 1 over 3. So I replace here in this equation, it will be minus 1 over 3x plus 1. So the equation of the line that has been requested is y equals minus 1 over 3x plus 1. In other words, this line is perpendicular to this line. Let's look at another example. If the two lines, let's say this is line A, this is line B, are parallel, what is the value of k? Okay, so the first line, line A, is in a standard line equation, right? So we can see the slope of it is 2. So I would say slope of line A is 2 from this. But the second line is not in standard form. First, we have to convert it to standard form. Y plus k minus 1 x is 3, right? So I take this term to the other side. Y equals minus k minus 1 x plus 3. Now it's in the standard form. You can see the slope of it is this one, right? So slope of line B is minus k minus 1 means 1 minus k. So in order to these two lines to be parallel, MA needs to be equal to MB, right? MA, or slope of line A, equal to MB. In other words, 2 equal to 1 minus k, and from here, k is equal to minus 1. So if you choose k minus 1, then these two lines would be parallel to each other. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new. Please subscribe to the channel and watch other videos on this channel. And please invite your friends to look at my videos. If you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. And I wish you all a wonderful day.